I am going to talk about 3 things that you should do in the morning to improve your gut health after 50. If you're new here, I'm an internal medicine doctor. I'm an internal medicine doctor who has been triple board certified in nephrology, endocrinology, diabetes, and metabolism. Probiotics are live microorganisms that, when consumed, confer a health benefit on the host. Exercise has been shown to improve gut health in a number of ways. Drink warm lemon water. Take a probiotic and exercise. Now that we talked about how to improve gut health, next, we need to talk about what foods you should be eating to improve gut health. So check out this video where I go over the top 5 foods that you should be eating to improve gut health. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. And as always, stay happy and healthy. First, it promotes healthy blood flow to the digestive system. Healthy blood flow means that the cells in the digestive tract receive the oxygen and nutrients they need to function properly. In addition, exercise helps to promote healthy bowel movements. Exercise also reduces stress, and stress has been shown to negatively impact gut health. Exercise can help to increase the diversity of our gut microbiome, and it can also help to improve the integrity of the gut barrier. So what exactly does this mean? Our gut has a mucus and layer, and then a single layer of cells that makes up the epithelial lining of our gut. And these cells are held together by tight junctions. When those tight junctions are tight, we don't have a leaky gut. And when we don't have a leaky gut, we're not getting endotoxins from our gut lumen into our circulation. And that can lead to systemic inflammation. Exercise has been shown to help maintain the integrity of the gut barrier. There are multiple ways that we can breach our gut barrier, so we can have non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, right, like ibuprofen and naproxen, that can damage the gut lining and then create a breach of the gut barrier. We can also have alcohol consumption that can damage the gut lining and create a breach of the gut barrier. Broad-spectrum antibiotics can wipe out the good bacteria, creating an imbalance in our gut microbiome, leading to a leaky gut. So this is why it's important to avoid broad-spectrum antibiotics unless they're truly needed. So how much exercise do we need? I would say at least 30 minutes of moderate intensity exercise most days of the week. You don't need to be lifting weights, but some type of movement that gets you a little bit sweaty and gets your heart rate up is helpful. You can break it up into smaller increments. So you can do 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes in the afternoon, and 10 minutes later in the evening, and you still get that benefit. Most commonly, they're bacteria, but they can also be yeast. We typically think of bacteria as being harmful, but the majority of the bacteria in our bodies are actually good for us. In fact, we have trillions of bacteria that make up our microbiome, and that's mainly housed in our gut. They play an important role in many of our body's functions, including digestion, immune function, and even our mental health. Our gut microbiome changes throughout our lives. For example, we all get our first taste of bacteria at birth, when we are delivered, and as we are growing up, our gut microbiome continues to change based on what we eat, our environment, and other factors. After 50, our gut microbiome starts to change again. There are some studies that show a reduction in microbial diversity, as well as depletion of certain bacterial species. This may be due to changes in diet or lifestyle, as well as the use of medications such as antibiotics. You definitely don't want to disrupt your natural microbiome because they're beneficial to you. There are multiple ways that we can disrupt our natural microbiome. Antibiotics, broad-spectrum antibiotics, especially, they kill not only bad bacteria, but also good bacteria. So it's important to use antibiotics judiciously and only when necessary. Non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, or NSAIDs. So things like ibuprofen, those types of medications can alter the composition of our microbiome. And lastly, proton pump inhibitors, also known as PPs, are medications used to reduce gastric acid. And while those are very helpful for people who have severe gastroesophageal reflux disease, long-term use of PP have been shown to disrupt our gut microbiome. So that's why it's important to really use them judiciously and only when necessary. So what does the science say about taking probiotics? A recent study showed that taking a probiotic containing multiple strains of bacteria was effective at improving symptoms of bloating, indigestion, and abdominal pain in adults over 50 years old. Another study showed that taking a probiotic for 12 weeks led to a significant increase in the diversity of the gut microbiome in adults over 60 years old. So it's not only helpful for us to add good bacteria to our gut, but it's also helpful to increase the diversity of our gut microbiome. Increasing the diversity of our gut microbiome has been associated with a number of health benefits, including improved immune function, reduced inflammation, and even improved mental health. And today, we're going to talk about 3 things that you can do in the morning that will improve your gut health. Let's get started. The first thing you want to do is drink warm lemon water. Okay, this is one of the most common things that people recommend you start off with in the morning. But there's actually science behind it. The water helps to stimulate bowel movements by getting things moving in your digestive system. Lemon juice increases the production of bile and gastric juices. Bile is made by the liver and stored in the gallbladder. It's important for breaking down fats. Gastric juices are important for starting the breakdown of proteins and other molecules in our food. In addition, lemon juice contains vitamin C, which may help stimulate the release of digestive enzymes. Warm water also stimulates bowel activity. This may be due to the effect of temperature on muscle activity, or it may be due to a resetting of your biological clock. I've talked about the importance of circadian rhythm before, so if you haven't seen that video, please check it out. But we know that our bodies have an internal clock, and drinking warm water in the morning may help to reset that clock, which in turn may improve digestion. Some studies suggest that drinking warm water in the morning may also help prevent constipation, which is very common as we age, especially after 50. As we age, we see a decrease in the amount of gastric acid produced, a slowing in the intestinal motility, and changes in the composition of our gut microbiome. All of these changes may contribute to difficulties with digestion and more problems with constipation. The second thing you need to do is take a probiotic. The third thing you should do in the morning is to engage in light movement. In summary, if you're over 50, here are 3 things that you can do in the morning to improve your gut health.